Hello and welcome. So Gemini has a new image annotation tool that can make it easier when you're editing images. I think it makes the most sense for me to just run through and show you how it works, and then you can decide if you want to use it or not. So first off, you just go to gemini.google.com and then you get to this screen. This is just the Gemini app, and you may have to log in, just any Google account. You can use it with a free account or if you have a paid account, etc. And you click on tools and you can click on create image. You don't have to click on create image. You can just prompt it to create an image of ... But if you want to have some style options and other things, you just click on create image and then pick whatever you want. I will do, I don't know, I'll do sketch and let's just create a random image. Create an image of an aardvark in a hat drinking a martini, because that is what I thought of. So we'll give this a second to generate. Okay. So the image is done, and let's expand that. So if you've used this before, you already see a little difference. This wasn't here before. This section that I'm moving, this wasn't here before. And this is okay. It's an aardvark, and there's a hat and drinking a martini. Perfect. So let's say I didn't like something about this. What I can do now is I can either select this little icon on the left, which is just kind of freeform, and then the one on the right is for text, and then I can pick a color. So I'll keep it on red and I'll do freeform. And let's say that I didn't like the hat and I wanted it to be, I don't know, I don't want a fedora, I want a top hat. So I can come in here and I can circle, or however, like I can, in this case, I can circle the hat and then click on done. And now it'll add this edited image to the prompt, and then I can prompt it to edit whatever I circled. So now I can say change the circled hat to a top hat. So what this is addressing is a lot of times Gemini images will be busy. They'll have just a lot of different elements. And when you want to edit something, sometimes it can be difficult to actually say, hey, no, I want that thing, not that thing. And it's hard to figure out exactly how to explain it. This one's pretty simple. There's only one hat. There's only one aardvark. So this one's kind of simple. But if you've used Gemini to create images before, you've probably had just like busier images. And sometimes it's difficult to know how to actually identify what you want to edit. This lets you go into the image and actually circle or write something next to exactly what you want. So it's a lot clearer to the model. So now if I come in here and I asked for what was basically a fedora to be a top hat, now get this out of the way. Now it's a top hat and everything else is the same. Same subject, sitting in the same position, same martini, same little drink stain here. Like everything's the same except for the one thing that I circled. So this is really useful if you use Nano Banana a lot and you do a lot of editing. So I'll do one more just so, like the hat, and that was kind of obvious. So like look in the martini, there's 2 olives here. And again, there's only 2, so it would be easy to kind of explain, no, just do the one on the bottom. But just for demonstration, now let me make sure that's selected, and I'm gonna circle that olive on the bottom and then click done. And I'm gonna say remove the circled olive. And in theory, just like the hat, it should take away the olive on the bottom and then keep the one on the top and keep everything else in the image the same. So again, we'll give this a second to finish. Yeah, and I mean, okay, so now in this case, it actually got rid of both the olives. And I mean, that one's kind of tough because it's like if you look in here, it's just like the bottom one circle, but the top one I'm kind of overlapping that slightly. So I mean, I can go back to that and then reprompt it and say, no, I still want one olive and do whatever. But hopefully you get the idea. So the whole thing is if you come into Gemini and you create an image and you want to edit something, you can now click on the image and you have this little annotation box. I don't know what they call it, but you can either do freeform or you can do text. So I can click on this and I can just type in, whatever. And I can move this and put it somewhere. So it's like with the text, if I wanted to add text on here, I could type in the text that I want and then move it to exactly where I want it. And it's like add this text in the location where I put it, for example. But it makes editing a lot more straightforward and it makes a lot of things less confusing when you're communicating with the different models and trying to let it know exactly what you want it to do. So if that's interesting, try it out and ask any questions if you have them, and we'll see you next time.